Hello guys, Sold here. Today in this video, we're going to be going over your favorite cars from movies and TV shows that need to be added to Nitro Type. Not that long ago, I asked you guys on Twitter and the community tab what cars I should include in this video, and you guys responded with a ton of iconic vehicles. So in this video, it's going to be a mix of my opinion and your guys' opinions on what cars from movies and TV shows should be added to Nitro Type. If you enjoy, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'd also appreciate it if you liked and shared this video with a friend. And without further ado, let's get into this video. First of all, I think Nitro Type should add a Tron Bike to the game. It is a very iconic vehicle that is from a very iconic movie, and it's a very recognizable car too. It could easily be recognized from above as well as from the side, which makes it very good to be implemented into a Nitro Type car. And it is also, even if you don't recognize what it is, it's a pretty cool looking car. It's very slick, and the glowing rings on it make it look absolutely epic. The one problem with this is I could see how a lot of Nitro Type's main demographic would have no idea what it was, but again, they could still buy it anyway due to the fact that it's a very cool looking vehicle and it would be very distinct from all the other cars on the track. The next car I think they should add is the Pizza Planet car. I'm pretty sure this originally showed up in Toy Story and has become an iconic piece of cinema ever since. This car has this very recognizable rocket mounted onto the roof of a very standard beat down delivery truck, and again, people absolutely love this car. It's been showing up in like every Pixar movie since the release of Toy Story and is one of Pixar's favorite Easter eggs to add, so maybe we should add it into Nitro Type as well. Again, it would be a pretty cool car even if people didn't know it was from Pixar movies. It's just a pretty cool car altogether. The next car I think should be added is the Stanley Mobile. Maybe it's just my love for Gravity Falls, but I think this would look absolutely amazing in the game. People who don't know the show would just see this as a standard car, so they would just buy it because it's a normal looking good car. However, people who know the show would recognize it like a Gravity Falls vehicle, and so they would buy it because it's an absolutely amazing reference. Maybe again it's just my love for Gravity Falls making me a little biased, but I would love to see this car in the game. It's a solid car even if you don't know what it is. It's a great older modeled, like, I don't know what you call this car, vehicle. It's a great car. And again, if you know what it's from, it makes it even greater. The next car from movies and TV shows I think they should add is the Mystery Machine. This car is a very, very iconic car. Like, I'm surprised it actually isn't in the game already. It would be a little hard to recognize from the top view like it would be in Nitro Type. However, even just the colors on a van would be enough to tell that it is the Mystery Machine. I mean, this is such an iconic vehicle. It's an and it would be absolutely amazing to be added to the game. Again, I'm kind of surprised this car isn't in the game already, but I mean, because it isn't, I definitely think they should add it, because again, it's a very, very iconic car that is very recognizable just in terms of its colors. Recommended by Madeline on Twitter, the next car that should be added to the game is Lightning McQueen. And oh my gosh, how I simultaneously really want this and really don't want this. This would be insane, both in the crazy way and in the cool way. Like, oh my gosh, it would be terrifying to see those eyes on the track, but at the same time, it's such an iconic vehicle. Heck, the movie it's in is called Cars. Like, this would be so weird, but it's also needed. I don't know how to explain this. Hopefully you guys know what I mean, but oh my gosh. Also recommended by Madeline on Twitter, we have the Tumbler. Honestly, this would be crazy to see in the game. If you don't know, this is another version of the Batmobile that was used in, I think, like the Dark Knight movies, and this would be absolutely sick. It would be kind of weird considering we already have a Batmobile in the game, but then again, we have like a ton of Batmobiles in the game if you count all the different versions. But it would be interesting to see another actual version of the Batmobile in the game. And this thing's cool looking. Like, it would be a crazy design to see on the track. So I think it should be added, but it would be a little weird to have like a ton of Batmobiles in the game at this point. Next up, recommended by Kind of the Gamer on YouTube, Volcan on YouTube, and Madeline on Twitter. This car is a highly requested car to cover. We have the Dodge Charger from specifically Fast and Furious. I can see why people want this into the game. Fast and Furious, possibly the most iconic car movie franchise of all time, and their most iconic car coming together in Nitro type, I could see why people want this. It's a very iconic car, and it's just simply a good-looking car. So I can see why people want it in the game, and I definitely think Nitro Type should add this one because, again, this is one of those cars that if it was added to the game, the people that don't know the movies would just think it's a standard-looking car that's pretty cool, and the people that do know the movies would know this was pulled straight out of Fast and Furious. So honestly, I would love for this to be added to the game, and I don't think there's a reason why they shouldn't, besides the fact that Fast and Furious is perhaps a little more mature of a movie than the main Nitro type audience, but nonetheless, a lot of people have been requesting this one for a while, so yeah. Recommended by Volcan, we have the Aston Martin, specifically from James Bond. This would be crazy to see in the game, because it doesn't stand out. This is another one of those cars that if you didn't know was like a reference car, you just think it's a standard car, but those who know the movie franchise would absolutely love this car. In the movies, this car is super tricked out with gadgets, and I would kind of love to see that in the game, but I highly doubt that would happen. But if they did, if this was an animated car and they had like the headlights open up and crazy stuff like that, that would be absolutely amazing to see. And finally, our last recommendations from Dark S707, we have the Rick and Morty Space Cruiser. This would be pretty crazy to see as well. I could see it not being added to the game because Rick and Morty is definitely more of an adult show, so Nitro Type might not add it, but again, it would be absolutely amazing to see this in the game. I think it would be so crazy to see a Rick and Morty car in Nitro Type. That's how you could tell the world was ending. No, I'm joking. But seriously, that would be pretty crazy to see in the game, and yeah, maybe they'll add these cars to the game eventually, but for now, they are all just ideas. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I'd also appreciate it if you liked and shared this video with a friend. Like this video to let Nitro Type know that you want these cars in the game. I would really appreciate it. And if anyone on the Nitro Type team is watching this video, these are all just ideas. Take them if you want them. If you want to recommend cars for the next video like this, make sure to follow my Twitter and make sure to keep updating yourself on my community tab, because again, those are going to be where I'm asking your guys for the recommendations. So yeah, like, sub, share, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you all in the next video. Sold out.